Have you ever tried to display your collection and then realized you didn't have space? Well, me too. And that's why today I'm going to go over a good way that I like to store my Star Wars action figures. What's up, Star Wars fans and action figure collectors? Darth Collector here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about storage. But before we do that, right now we're so close to 100 subscribers and I want to try to do that by the end of April. So please help me achieve that goal and subscribe today because it's free and you get free content. Also, by the end of May, I want to try to have 1,000 subscribers, which I do believe is an attainable goal. So I'm going to start uploading twice a day throughout the whole month of May to try to achieve that goal. While I have time during COVID-19, I want to try to accomplish some of my goals. This is definitely one of them. Also, for those of you who've been wanting a room tour, I'm going to be doing one early June, late May. Now let's get back to the video. Now, as action figure collectors, I'm sure we'd all like to keep our figures like this, looking great with the lighting, just standing up there, but oftentimes we have too little space, and our action figures end up looking like this. But never fear, I have somewhat of a solution. In this video, I'm going to show you how to store your figures so that they remain safe from damage and are also very organized so you can get to them quickly and it's easy to set up displays. Now, these bins are basically 3 other bins that are smaller and clipped together to form one 3-layered bin. This is nice because it allows your figures to stay organized. As you can see, I have my Jedi, clones, and battle droids. It also lets you do this. Okay, that was a really bad idea. The things I do for content. All jokes aside, this is actually a really good way to keep your action figures organized. As you can see on this far left bin, all of my Jedi Knights and Light Side Force users are in here, and they all have never been damaged by having other figures sitting on top of them. Now, while I haven't ever had a figure get damaged in here, I have damaged accessories. So under my biggest and heaviest Jedi figure, Fal Mautama, I do keep this accessories bin. This is just a tackle box with all my lightsabers, and you can click up in the top right of the screen right now for a link to a video where I go over how to best store all your action figure accessories. This works surprisingly well, even though you may have to play a little Tetris to get all your figures in here. Now for my clones, this works just as well, and I even keep a few vehicles in here. Obviously I try not to get that many figures under the vehicles, but really it doesn't hurt them even if I do. As long as I don't put the bin on top of it, that will crush these, so I just keep it below this line. All the figures and all the accessories are fine. I keep the clone accessories and their guns in here with them, and I've never had a problem with it. I've been doing this for years also. The droid bin is probably the messiest out of all of them. I haven't had anything get damaged in here, but putting these things away is a little bit of a nightmare. It only takes me about 5 minutes, except there's a lot of limbs and just random stuff hanging out, and I do like to be a little bit careful. Overall, I've been using this method for years, and I've never had any actual major issues, except for one. So I don't have any footage of this, but one time like 3 years ago or something, I opened up my figures, and this was my Power of the Force 2 figures, so the older ones, and there was this weird yellow oil-like residue in there all over the thing, and it smelled horrible, and I was like, geez, what is this stuff on my figures? So I opened it up, got it in there, and I put all the figures out, washed off all the figures individually, so I had to get it all off of them, and then I washed out the bin, and this stuff smelled horrible. It was like some synthetic, like, detergent-like liquid. It was really weird. Anyways, obviously that I don't think was the bins, because I haven't had a problem with any of the other bins except for that one. I think it was more a problem. I really don't know how it got in there. Obviously I didn't pour like residue in my figures or in my bin, and my running theory is that the accessories and some of the figures in the Power of the Force 2, since they'd been sealed for so long inside their packages, all the tape and the rubber bands that kept their like guns on or whatever had melted. And so I think, because you get the guns out and they're still sticky because they have that residue like melted on them, I think that's what happened, and they got stuck in that bin and all over the figures, and it was just a mess. So that was the one thing, but that had nothing to do with the bins, and man, that was horrible. If anyone knows anything about that, I think it was the Power of the Force guns, but let me know in the comment section. Now, if you want to get some of these for yourself, obviously I'm not sponsored or anything, but you can get them from pretty much anywhere you'd actually like expect them. I'm pretty sure I got mine all from Walmart. I might have got a couple of them from somewhere else, but you can find them. They're just bins, they're clip on. So they're really nice and they work really well for my figures. I haven't had a problem with it so far, except for obviously picking up 10 of them at the same time. I might have broken my lid doing that. But anyways, works great. I haven't had an issue, so I would recommend doing this if you have a lot of figures and can't display them. And also they're just nice because they're like portable or whatever, they work well. Before we end the video though, I just wanted to talk about one more of these. So in this bin, I keep most of my accessories. I don't know why I didn't show this in my accessories video, but in here I have my Ziploc bag full of stands that the figures all came with. I haven't separately bought stands. I have my card backs of my figures. Here's just 2 vintage collection ones, there's more under there probably. And then here's kind of where I have the accessories. So I have this random missile, and then I have, this isn't exactly fully organized, but I have all my vintage random guns and stickers and accessories here that are kind of broken. I've got all these Power of the Force freeze frames in here. So many of them from all the Jabba figures. I've got all my Clone Wars dice in this bag. I have my missiles in this bag, all the stuff that comes with missiles. Most of my missiles are in here. I think there's some of my clone things still floating around. And then some of these I need to put in the bags, but I have a bunch of random stuff floating around. There's random dice back there. I'll put that in right now. And then I have a ton of Power of the Force card backs. I don't want to get them all out, but you can see that's all just Power of the Force card backs down at the bottom of there. So I know those aren't worth anything, but I just like to keep them because why not? So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. So I just wanted to say I'm at 76 subscribers right now. I want to try to get 100 by the end of April, and I want to try to get 1,000 by the end of May. Those are my goals. I'm going to start uploading twice a day if I can, and every day once a day for sure. Twice a day for most days. So I'm going to try really grind it because I've COVID-19, I've got plenty of time. And so I'm going to try to make as much content as possible to put out for you guys. And I'm going to also try to up the quality of my content. So there's going to be a big increase in this coming month. That's going to start May, where I do twice a day. And then by the end of May, I want to try to have 1,000 subscribers. And we're also going to be doing a room tour. So that'd be awesome. If you could help me get there, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you'd like to, and have a great day.